Hello everyone. Let's see who all have been joining in now. Okay. So, okay. One second, I can see. Hi Nisrin ji, I hope you're back again. And here I'm sending a request to you. One second. Okay. Am I audible now?
Yes, yes.
That's so nice. Wonderful to have you. One second, I'll just set my camera also. One second. So that we can connect nicely with each other. Yes. Yes. So now you tell me, how's life been?
Good, good. What about you? How have you been all these
Cross fingers, cross fingers. And
happy
it's
birthday?
wonderful to be. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And it feels so, you can say, like, by this receiving the messages, birthday is just this reason for us to be getting connected. At least we can wish each other, we can connect with each other. That's again something that makes you happy. So that creates the hormones actually. The
Absolutely.
happiness hormones. It's wonderful to be having all the wonderful people to be joining in. So you tell me, how have you been? Not to be seen for a long time.
Yeah,
I have been getting, yeah, because even for today also we were just asking about the questions, and then we came to know, okay, you are flying this month again.
yeah.
Actually, she is a person who can never stay at one place. She keeps on because she is always tied up with activities that makes her in a perfect mood actually. And this is very important also.
Yeah. It's nice to be traveling, meeting new people, having so much to do. It's really fun to do all those things.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's wonderful. And one of the reasons for me, for you to be joining in today was because we've been getting a lot of questions, and I just thought, okay, let's get some solutions here itself. So,
Absolutely.
like there were few people who wanted the answers on a very, you can say they were eager to get to the answers. One of
Okay.
the questions I'd like to read for you also, and it's basically from a girl. She's from Bandra itself, and her question, and she met with an accident, car accident, and since then she is that afraid. She's got that phobia that she's not ready to drive, but the parents keep on insisting her, you have to move ahead. So now again,
Ab-
how can she come out of it? She says, "Ma'am, मैं जब भी try करती हूँ, I feel like again something bad is going to happen because parents can't understand what I have faced."
ab-
And see, it seems like, ma'am, I literally saw death in front of me. So now it's like I really don't want to touch the keys also. I said that's something my expert can assist you with.
So what she's feeling is absolutely justified, simply because the trauma that she has gone through right then, and looking at death right in the face can be such a scary in one person. Every time she touches the keys, she's going to be thinking about that incident. So this trauma is stored in her body. What she needs to do is she needs to release that trauma. If you see these big animals and all that, when they have this fight or flight situation in their lives, where they have a predator who's running behind them, and they escape from there, what they do is they shake out all the trauma from their body. But as human beings, they are not trained to do that. So there are certain techniques such as EFT, which is really really fantastic in helping you release that trauma from your body, so that once you get that trauma and the kind of stuckness she's feeling with that particular event in her mind, that is so fresh that every time she's going to the car, she's only reliving that moment. If she's able to release that using techniques such as EFT, which is emotional freedom technique, which helps you, go back to that event, resource yourself, and make yourself stronger so that you don't feel that वो जो कहते हैं ना वो जो trauma जो डर जो होता है every time thinking of driving a car, once she does that, she will definitely be able to do that. You know, there have been people who used to have fear of even touching the gas cylinder, and within moments of doing EFT, they were able to overcome that. So if she's able to reach out to somebody who does EFT and work with her to get rid of that trauma from her body, she will definitely be able to drive. It's not a very big thing. She can do it.
Yeah, and if she starts for the trainings or anything like that, how much time it takes for her to be coming out of this fear?
Can you hear me,
Yes,
Khooshi ji?
I can. Yes, I can hear you. Am I
Can you
audible
hear?
to you?
Yes,
I
yes.
can hear
Now,
you.
yeah.
Yeah. So if a person like as we are talking about EFT as you said, so how much is the duration needed for the person to be getting healed up?
So it depends from person to person. Like I can give you an example of myself when I am very scared of water. But I had decided at one time that I need to learn swimming. And when I went into the water, I slipped and I fell. And that created such a huge fear in my head that I refused to even go near the pool. And get back in. Even though I did not work on it that much that I can learn swimming, but I was able to overcome my fear to go into the pool.
Understood. This is how it works. Okay, one more question is, this is very serious topic. The girl is from Vadodara, and the point is that she recently she wanted to buy an expensive thing which was out of the budget of the family, and she insisted the mother, and the mother took for her. And now since that thing has come in the place, it's a computer actually, and the software is taken for an heavy 4-digit, 5-digit product. So now the point is the mama keeps on taunting her. So she is somewhere like, I'm so taken aback with her taunts that I feel like ending my life. So what could be the answer for this?
That's a very serious for the
Because like whenever the mother, yeah, because whenever the mother tells her, yes, yes. No, the question is whenever she ends taunting it for the same. So I feel that why did I took this?
yeah. So see, now there are two things that can happen. One is, now that she's got it, she can say that that's out of my control, and now that she can choose to sell it off, which I think is not going to really serve her purpose. She can do is she'll need to come to terms with that, and needs to have a very open talk with her mother and tell her that in the first place, you should if you were feeling this way, you should not have got it for me. Now that you have got it for me, you need to come to terms with it and stop being so bully like about this whole thing, and let me enjoy it and you also enjoy it, because now that this has come, it is going to be beneficial for the entire family.
Right. Am I audible to you? Today I
Yes,
feel
yes.
your
It's
network is
breaking,
a
but
bit
then it
bad.
is okay.
Yeah, it is okay. I can understand it. And my main purpose is to give the message that you have been sharing. I feel that should be clear for all, because ultimately these questions are not just for these two people. It is for many people out there, and they are still not ready to come in front and ask and we understand because since now in this case the question is all about asking for her mother. So
Exactly.
definitely she will be having that fear that should I give my name or not. But I was like, it's okay,
You
you
know
can give it to me.
what you need to tell her also is, I understand that it's your mother, and we all respect our parents so much that we don't want them to come across in a very bad light, isn't it? We want our parents to always, they are our heroes, isn't it? Our parents, whether it is a mother or father, they are our heroes. And if I'm going to say something that is going to put my parents in a bad light, I would not want that.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure even that girl who is thinking this is finding it difficult, but her trauma is so great. Her mother telling her this is so huge for her that she's so kudos to her for at least taking this step to this. And she needs to understand that she's not being a bad daughter or a bad son by thinking this about her parents. Yes, her parents also are feeling the pinch, and that's why they're doing what they're doing. They have their own reasons for doing that. So if she's able to go and have a very clear and a heart to heart chat with her mom and tell her that if that was the case, she shouldn't have got it for me, you should not have got it for me, but now that you've got it, let's all enjoy it together.
Absolutely. This is very important. So is it something that a mother should be explained? Like the daughter can explain her mother in a perfect manner where she realizes the thoughts about her daughter. Because if the daughter is somewhere getting like ending up like this is no serious. And in this case, how will the mother come to know unless and until the daughter tells her about the scenario, what's going in her mind? Am I audible?
I couldn't catch what you were saying because
Am I audible to you now?
yeah, now you're audible. Yes,
Am I audible now?
yes, yes.
Yeah, we were just talking about the same because somewhere the daughter has been going through a tough time. Somewhere she feels like ending of her life. Unless and until the mother comes to know the exact scenario, what's going in the mind of a child, maybe she will not realize where she is going wrong. Because at times, like mothers and parents they tend to force their child to do something, and taunting is like fair enough, fair game with every parent.
Yeah,
But at times that becomes a true serious offense also because like they don't realize what's going in the mind of a child. And today's child children are very different. Technology has taken a part for them. So at that case, is there anything that like a message for a parent to?
yeah. So the parents, first and foremost, they need to understand that at one time they were also children, and they would have asked their parents also for certain things, and their parents may have given or may not have given. Now is their time to be the parent. Whatever they experience in their childhood, they should also remember that at that time their parents also were thinking of the same thing that they are feeling right now. Once they are able to put themselves in the parents shoes, their parents shoes, and then realize what they were feeling as a child, they it will take the edge of whatever they are feeling right now. It's understandable because like you said, it's a very huge investment, and it was way out of the budget of the family. So hota hai, it will pinch the parent because they're striving so hard to keep the balance of the family.
Absolutely. Am I audible now?
Yes, you are audible.
Is that
Absolutely audible.
yeah, yeah, that is perfectly. That was something which every parent has to learn something about their children, and this is what is again one of the reason I feel like parenting has become a different, you can say, a slum nowadays. So it's
Absolutely.
important for both, like not just about children, because children ultimately at the end of the day they are kids. We cannot just expect a lot many mature thoughts from them. But as a parent, it's our responsibility to understand the child's needs and looking at the scenario to go in the flow, because we cannot expect every parent to be, but at least we can try to be the best what we can do for our children. So this is something.
What is happening is, as human beings, we are the only ones who've taken on the responsibility of being a parent, of being a child. If you see animals and birds, once the a child is born, as a if they're hatched from the this or from the, they're given only that much of time to stand up on their own feet. The moment they are able to stand up on their own feet, the bird kicks the fledgling out of the nest. The animal also kicks the child out and says, go fend for yourself. But we don't do that. As human beings, we take up the responsibility. No, it's my father, it's my mother, or no, it's my child. I need to take care of these people. And so that's the reason why, once we realize that we are actually codependent on each other, then it will become like, at one point I am going to play the role of a child. At one point I'm going to play the role of a father or a mother. So once we realize that, and we're going to learn that we are codependent on each other, then life will become easier.
Absolutely. I really feel very much, like looking at you, the way you explain it, it's so perfectly well mannered and well understandable, because everybody who's listening can definitely, and you have the deep rooted answers. The answers are not just, like, you can say superficial. All the answers are so deeply rooted, and I ask you any question anytime, and you are always ready with the answers.
Thank
So that's like something to congratulate to you for this. So that is really amazing. And there are many questions if I talk about this, because in a couple of days before I met with somebody, and the person, and even went down the email also. It was again one of the same thing. My dad has got married, and she is settled with her new mom. Okay, and she is like she has started earning now. So she is like, as I don't feel like sharing it with my father that I am earning this much, and my dad was asking me. So what should I do? Because I have the responsibility of my mother and my younger brother. So I don't want my dad to be coming in our life. I said, you cannot do this, because biologically he is your father. You have to accept the fact.
Absolutely.
And if he has taken a decision of staying with somebody else, that is his thought. So you cannot be in the same place. But she was like, but now I don't want him to be interfering in our life. I said, no, this is not done actually. So if such cases come, then how can you, like, what would be your answer for them?
So one thing is, the choice that every person makes at any given point in their life. Okay, at this current moment, the girl feels that she doesn't need her father. For several reasons, because of the fact that she started earning and she's independent. Okay, and then now she's taken on the responsibility of her little brother and her mother. So she feels she's independent and she doesn't need somebody else to interfere in her life. That's a choice she's making. Tomorrow there may come a time where she may need some kind of a guidance or some kind of a help. So is she willing to absolve all that this and completely cut her father off? Because it's a father. There are certain responsibilities her father is also going to have over her. So
Absolutely.
she needs to make that choice right now. And yes, she can draw the boundary. She can decide how much she wants to let her father in, how much she wants to depend on her father or not depend on her father, and how much she wants to be with her mother and her brother. Because I can understand, she's there may be a little bit of a betrayal that she's feeling, because her father has chosen somebody else over her mother. So she may be feeling that betrayal. And that's not this. You can ask she can ask her mother how she's feeling, because she's the person who her father has decided to let go of.
Absolutely.
So If she is okay with it, then the girl also needs to learn to be okay with it. If not, then she can decide on what kind of a role she wants to play in her mother's and brother's life, and what does she want to do with her father. She can choose what she wants, but she needs to understand that this is a kind of a two-way street. Right now, if she doesn't want to give something, she cannot expect anything from him either. So it's always a two-way, and she needs to know that she needs to balance that at any given point.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Because like right now, we cannot see the father, because as a father, whatever decision he has taken, maybe the impact of the children have always been vice versa. We cannot expect them to be understanding every single thing that the parents go ahead. But being in their path also, like if we wear their shoe, we should realize that okay, what is going in their mind also. But nowadays,
Exactly.
it's like these are something which we cannot stop in also, and everything is destiny. We cannot work out anything on beyond that. But yes, when it comes to understanding level, it's like I feel the child is also somewhere around 26, 27 years, and she is also at a place where she can take her decisions also.
Absolutely.
And when we talk, yeah,
And
so
also,
for the
uh,
situation where I feel like you can be a right person to assist them.
yes, and she also needs to understand that whatever her father is doing, he's got his own reasons for doing. You can't get into his mind to understand what he's doing and why he's doing. The same way, whatever she's doing, she's feeling because of the kind of lenses that she's wearing, the kind of filters she's got, and that
Absolutely.
she's feeling what she's feeling for her father and for her mother and her brother, because of
Right.
whatever she's viewing this uh, need not mean that whatever she's viewing and whatever she's experiencing is the absolute truth. For according to me, there is no truth. There is only a point of
Absolutely, I completely appreciate your word. This is what even was I was into this. That's okay, whatever you're thinking today, but maybe tomorrow you get married and you have your own personal life. Then what?
exactly.
See, today you can take any decision, and that's what can followed by your brother and by your mother. But what about once you take your decision, take a call on it, and then you separate? Well, no, 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 I will not get married only. See, I said this is what, because right now being a rebel in a situation you're giving me this answer. Maybe tomorrow the scenario turns down completely and you're into a different field. So it's important for us to understand and let your mother take a call. I feel she's the right person to take her decision. You can just be you because you're a daughter for both. So it's
Yeah, and
important for you. You should.
there's
Yeah.
always one thing: never burn your bridges behind you. You don't know when you may need to walk back that road.
Absolutely, absolutely. You are perfect in terms of idioms. You give 200% good idioms.
Thank you
That's so
so much.
wonderful. Yes. These are very important because like I'm going to share this link also to her and her family also, so that they will realize about it. There are many people, like at times it happens that we can make their children also explain, but the third person giving a reason affects their mind a lot. Even for even as we say for the tuitions also, like for making them study also. Even if we belong to an educational background and teachers background, even if I have principals at home, they will not study. They need
Absolutely.
somebody to haunt them on their head for studies, and that person should be third party. So this is what was my answer for them also. Maybe I will not be the right one to answer you. And even if I give you, maybe you may not accept it because they are, as a children, they have that mindset. I said somebody else will assist you in a right way, and she is the right person because she has been doing it for years now. So the experience speaks. And same, it's not just you that who is going through all these things. There are zillions of people go through the same scenario. Then
Ab-
solutions are there because every act has a solution. So it's important to accept it and work on a way where we can get it solved rather than getting it more complicated. Because what was about to happen, it's already been happening. It's a part of it.
what you can ask her to do right now is, because she's feeling so emotional about this whole thing. So what she can tell herself is, I acknowledge this is where I am, and maybe someday I will definitely look at accepting my father, or I'm open to seeing what I can do about the relationship I have with my father at a later date. Right now, I'm feeling overwhelmed with this.
Well, I feel one day we should have a session on all the affirmations that you give for all.
Absolutely. That will be
So,
fantastic.
so yes. So next time we'll have a set of affirmations, and that can help them up, and we'll just assess them how they have to go for the manifestation.
Absolutely. We'll do that.
Because like words make wonders in life, and it's important for us to use it in a right way. Maybe because of the girl, because once the incident that has happened in her life makes her in a poor way, she is just thinking wrong about herself, her family, and the situation. So automatically, when you're surrounded with wrong messages, definitely you're going to use something wrong about everyone, and that is going to ultimately affect you in your future also. So might as well train your brain in a way as you people have been doing it in the reprogram your mind,
So
where you can like,
there is another
yes, of course.
which I'm going to give over here. I imagine there is a TV tower, okay, and that TV tower is giving out signals. There is an antenna. Previously, it used to be that wire antenna. Now there is the dish antenna. Okay, the antenna catches the signal and then it converts it into images, and that is what we see on television. Now,
Absolutely.
when you're watching a particular channel and you don't like that channel, all you need to do is take the remote control and change the channel. Can you
Absolutely.
keep telling, oh, I don't like this channel, oh, it's so boring, I don't like to watch it at all? Is it going to be of any use if you're just going to sit and go on telling all kinds of bad things about the channel? The same way, imagine you are the TV tower, and the thoughts that you are sending out, and the thoughts that you're having is the signals that you're sending out to the universe and the world around you.
Absolutely.
Whatever we are thinking, people around us, the universe around us catches those thoughts and converts them into the experiences that we have.
Wow.
Long, long, long ago, before we started using language for communication, the way of communication used to be through telepathy.
Right.
Now,
Absolutely.
now we've forgotten how to use telepathy. But I'm telling you, if you use your mind to beam out thoughts to people and beam out all the positive energy to people around you, you will see your life changing to such an extent that you will think it is a miracle.
Wow. That's amazing. And this is what I always tell you, that you explain, and that is completely awesome. And I'll tell you, if I have to read your answers also, while reading also, it makes people understanding level goes to and level two, I should say, because that is completely which every individual can understand. And now again, as I said, you always give the answers that's completely deeply rooted. And again, this was something the next, and I can compliment you for this. It's really awesome, and I'm sure about it. It's going to affect a lot in everybody's mind, specifically hers, which is in need for today. And yes, your message, as you said, all about television and the channel is so really, it's completely what we have to accept, because when we talk about things, it's always in our mind, and when we take it in a positive way, and you said, well said, was you have to change your channel. So that's like, unless and until you take a call on your action, definitely nothing is going to move, and it is not, because unless and until you fade your old, you can say, data from your mind,
Yeah,
that is, you release your
exactly.
data, new things won't enter, and you will keep hanging yourself, as normally the technology trains us in terms.
Exactly. If you how you change the channel, the same way you just need to change your thoughts. If you change your thoughts, you will see a different kind of this. Like if you look at a child, and there's so much of love that wells up within you, that is shown on the face. If you're with your beloved, there is a different kind of this on your face, isn't it? And when you're showing anger, people can see that from 10 miles ahead, that this person is angry.
Absolutely.
So, so
There is a lot of emotions in every action.
exactly. So when you can master your thoughts, you can master the kind of experiences that you want to have in your life.
Absolutely. And one of the reasons for me to be asking you the questions were I didn't wanted the person to be getting into depression because of these silly things which has already been had. When we know that we cannot work on it and there is no solution except the our thoughts to be accepting the fact that yes, this is what has happened and we have to accept it for life now. There is no
Ab-
other solution. Unnecessarily getting into the debt and getting into depression is not the solution. And normally
ab-
what happens, you know about it, that what happens basically friends are the circles are people who make you, who break you. So I feel it's better for that also to be a part and like engage yourself with people who are going to encourage you and not just keep on bullying you about the act, which is somewhere not going to be useful at all in terms of any solutions when you want to go ahead in life. Because the thing that was that's with your father, not with you. The act has already been done. The father has already taken a decision. Now
exactly.
nobody can change, not you also. So it's better unnecessarily falling into the fact. My friends keep on taunting about me. My friends were telling me about what has happened. Oh my God, I didn't knew, showing sympathy. I said that is not going to work, Beta. You have to accept it. Your
Exactly.
friends will only keep on bullying. They are not going to come and ask you whether you're fine or okay. If they are
Exactly.
good people, definitely they'll stand for you. If they are not, you have to accept it. And you have to, in fact, this is the time when you'll realize who is your real friend, who is not.
Who's not? Absolutely, absolutely. And also, the kind of we give so much of importance on the kind of clothes we wear, the kind of specs we wear. So we should also be tuned in what kind of glasses I am using to view the other people. Am I if my friend is lending me her glass to wear, is it what is the number of her lens? Is it suitable for me or not? It's as
Absolutely.
simple. So if I'm taking her glass to view what my situation is, I'm not going to be able to see it as clearly because it is suited for her, not for me.
Absolutely. 100%. Your words are 100%. This is what I say. The golden words have been spelled out.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Nisrinji, because there are many things. As I said, the girl who met with an accident, even she went, and she's from a nearby person also. She went for a college and then it happened to her. Now she's like, Auntie, I don't want to wear unnecessarily. My mom keeps on insisting me, drive the car, drive the car. I don't want to touch the keys also. I said, see,
Yeah.
this is not the solution. This has happened with you. That doesn't mean that you cannot drive at all in your life now. You have to accept it. Maybe this was the lesson for you that you can train yourself more better. Whatever happened, that means the negligence was there somewhere. That has to be improved in yourself. So once you improve, you have to more alert now on everything what comes in your way.
And it's not necessary that the next time she sits behind the car, she's again going to have that. Again, like I said, if she's going to beam out that thoughts, then definitely that is what is going to come up. But if she's cautious and she's not going to beam out that kind of thoughts, then she's going to have the most beautiful experience. She can choose
Absolutely.
what she wants to have.
Absolutely. So these are the questions my team is going to send you now in the writing form also for the forthcoming edition. And you just answer them and frame them, and then we are going to be publishing it for this. And I'm going to send them specifically. You read on this.
Definitely.
Read this because it's important. You can train yourself, and this is just the age and just the beginning for you people.
Absolutely.
And there is no word. There should not be any term called depression in life unless and until you make yourself strong. Because when you make yourself strong, that there is everything is very easy for you. And I don't know why nowadays people, like children have got this word depression very easy for them. I feel
Exactly.
like whatever anything comes up and they take it so like as we say, the immunity is very weak. The immunity in the brain is very weak actually. They catch up any thought and they sit with that particular point. This is what has happened. So I
So
feel that like this thing should be out for everyone.
so for people not to feel depressed, the best thing is, see, why did we not have depression in the earlier days? Because we used to go out, stay out in the open, have fresh breath of air, have the
Uh-huh.
sunshine falling on us. Nowadays what we are doing is we're sitting in front of the computer or the television, and always sitting in the dark. There's no real sunlight coming into the.
I agree.
So
Mhm.
these things definitely affect our mood also. Constantly we are only in artificial light. We're not there in the natural sunlight. So that is going to affect our mood and our physiology also. You make it a point to maybe go out and stand in the open sun. Take some few deep breaths of the fresh air. Then you see you will not have any depression or anything of the sort.
So nice. So minute pointers normally we tend to miss it out in our daily schedule. As you said, it's 100%. We are more towards the screen now. Our
Absolutely.
life starts and ends there. Majority of the people, like if we focus about the survey, we'll realize what is the ratio about it, because we don't have time for ourselves also at times. And it's
Exactly.
always in front of screen doing some work, or even for the kids also, if you see people scrolling their Instagram or reels or something that like that makes them happy. And I've seen people even for the children also, because I also keep on asking my children, this is not the time for you to be scrolling the screen. It's better to take some book and read, because the exams are coming up. So this is actually everybody is facing this issue, and maybe because this must be again one of the reasons that depression is a term originated by all this
Exactly.
behaviors.
Even if you see young mothers, just so that they get a little bit of time, what they do, they put the children and put the iPhone or iPad in front of them, and let them watch some cartoons, and so that at least give me some free time. That is what people think. But they don't realize that they are actually training the child's brain to be dependent on this. If
Absolutely.
try taking away the iPad from the child, the child throws a tantrum. It throws a fit and says, no, I want to watch it, because it becomes addictive. And then we say, oh, I have addiction to the phone, I have addiction to watching television. You've been training your child since the time it is born. How can you see anything different after that?
Absolutely, that. So yes, of course, I completely agree to this, and I know I have even met with mothers, like the children also specifically who suffer a lot of things looking at this, because the parents today have the one solution for any child's cry. Take the mobile and put on the cartoons, and they are free from all this thing. Even dads do that.
Yeah,
You can, because that's somewhere they affect the child's brain also, even the eyesight also. We
exactly.
don't realize. Maybe with years we will realize. At times I feel, okay, now my children have grown up, and it was they also got these specs, these now recently. So I feel earlier it is less that in there when they were small they didn't have this
Exactly.
technology. So somewhere they are safe. But nowadays I meet so many children, and they all are suffering with all this.
Exactly.
And like young children wearing glass, which is not a good sign.
Exactly. Also, there is the what do you call, these instruments also emit one kind of a blue light, which is also harmful for not just the eyes, to your skin and all the radiation that comes from that. That also affects a lot of our bones and everything. So we
Mm,
need to be aware of that, and need to uh, have at least you should ration how much you're going to use it.
absolutely. I tell you, you have the solutions for every question, isn't it?
the At least I try to have something so that people can get a little bit of relief from whatever they are facing in their life.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Nasreen ji, for like helping people. Like you are doing such a good job. And as you said, this is something that you are giving back to society, because society needs it. See, it's
Exactly.
not always that like you can be physically available, but with your words also, because like your words are something which are going to help them in a very long run. And once when they prepare themselves, definitely there will be no looking, because they are completely prepared for it, for whatever action comes, and they keep the same. These things are something which are always going to be in mind. Maybe they'll be training their children also in future. That okay, yeah, and she was, they just have to listen to her and you have to understand. Yes, accepting the fact that you are the best version of yourself.
Best version of yourself, yes.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for all these things. Again, I'm afraid अभी इतना time हो गया 45 minutes कट ना जाए. Because I remember, because when I do chats with you, the time is never the limit. And I've
Yes,
always seen, suddenly it gets, because there must be some limitations in Instagram also. So I
I
always
get.
feel, and normally I do my live interviews for 20-25 minutes, but with you it's never ending, because it's so, you can say, meaningful conversation, which is not just for me, I feel for everyone who's going to listen to this. So thank you so much for
Thank
sharing this. Again, I'm going to be coming back again coming week. You just have to get some time, because there are many things. And as we said, we'll be having about manifestation, because the year 2023 is all about to be beginning. And I want
yes,
people to manifest in beginning before it touches, like, because it should be with a task, with a target. Every individual, whoever is watching us, I really wish everybody to be having one resolution, and resolution should not be a term resolution. It should be a proper, true affirmation, true manifestation that is going to give results. And we will pen down and we'll check the results also after 6 months.
definitely. And we can design our life, and that is what we should be doing. Design the life that you truly want to live.
Absolutely. So this will be the, you can say, headline for it, of the artwork also, design the life. As you said, because I remember when I spoke to you earlier, and you told me we can design our life. So we were like, let's come up with something which is very important, and we are at the right time.
And
We're all set to be welcoming 2023, so let's welcome it with the perfect information.
definitely.
I'll be joining with you very soon, and thank you so much for today also. And I thank all the people who have been joining in today. Maybe we were not able to answer them, but yes, of course, you are the best gems that make us possible to bring the best for us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, take care, Nisrin. Love you. Take care. Stay happy.
Yeah, you too.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.